welcome to my channel. This is my first YouTube video ever, so congrats on watching. That doesn't even make sense. Okay. Oh, God. Alright, take two.
Hi guys, welcome to my first YouTube video ever. My name is Brooke Levesque. I'm 17 and pregnant, and this is my story. I first found out I was pregnant in December. I think it was the 14th, I believe, somewhere right around there, like mid-December. And at that time, I was obviously a month along, but I had just been a month along. So I was living with the baby's dad at the time, and when I took the test, I came in and showed him or whatever, and my due date is August 23rd. It's like 5 months away, and I cannot wait. I'm literally so excited, and I'm so impatient. Yeah. So my background with the baby's father is that I graduated high school a year early. I doubled up. I did my 11th and 12th grade all in 1 year. So that means I went to college a year early as well, and that's where I met the baby's dad. I was 17 when I met him, and he was 20 at the time. Yep, 20. And we kind of just like rushed into things really quickly. We kind of met and like hung out nonstop. Like there wasn't any space or any time or, you know, just be friends first, nothing like that. It was stupid, honestly. I don't recommend that for anyone. Like, you should get to know the person you're dating. But we didn't. We just rushed into things, and we were just together all the time, nonstop. And he was in the dorms at the time, living at the college, and I was just staying with him at the college, and we were there all the time. And he was in one of those rooms. I don't even know how to describe it. So it was one room. It was like a living room type thing, and then off of the living room it had two dorms, and in each of the two like bedroom parts there was two people. So there was a total of like 4 guys, including him, all living in like 2 rooms, 1 living room, 1 bathroom kind of deal. So it wasn't too bad, but it was definitely like there was a lot of people in there all the time. Like the one guy had a girlfriend, the other guy was, you know, they would have friends over or whatever, like, so it was just like constant, like a lot of people. But there ended up being a lot of drama, and I don't really want to go into it because I hate drama so much. But him and I ended up moving out since I was like kind of living with him in the dorms. We moved out and we lived with his mom, which is like, now that I look at, like, I don't know why I did that, since his mom lived an hour bleh.
Lived an hour
From the college, and she like she was super sweet and everything, but like my grandma lived 10 minutes from the college, but he wasn't allowed to be at my grandma's, so I think that's why. So yikes, it was just a bad situation. It just, yeah. Anyways, so like when I found out I was a month pregnant, we had only been together 3 months. So that means I got pregnant after 2 months of being with him. So it didn't feel like that at the time, though. It felt like we were together for a long time, but 2 months is really like no time at all. So we just had like a weird relationship. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, we had been together like since like day 1 of meeting each other, like non-stop. Like we didn't do anything besides like go to work, and then we'd be with each other like 24/7. So we knew each other a lot, since that's all we did was hang out with each other. But it wasn't enough time, that's for sure. at all. I don't recommend 2 months and then get pregnant to anyone. And then a month after I found out I was pregnant, I ended up leaving him due to our relationship was just really bad and things were happening and Mama Bear kicked in. So I left and I moved around for 2 or 3 days. I was one day I stayed with my dad, one day I stayed with my grandpa, one day I stayed with my grandma, and then I just decided to leave New York State and move to New Jersey. It's been crazy kind of. It's been nice here. I definitely like the area. It's warmer than New York, that's for sure. But I don't have any friends here. I don't really know anyone. I don't have a lot of families to go hang out with, my family. So, I mean, even on Easter, it was just hard because I had always just hung out with my little brother and sister and enjoyed seeing them find eggs and stuff like that. But this year I couldn't do any of that. So that was hard for me. So, I mean, I'm trying to move back, but I don't want to move back without a job, so I'm just kind of in the process right now. So, with that said, though, with moving and everything, the baby's dad and I still talk. It's just different now. He wants me to move back in with him, being I either just have my own room or we get back together, and I just think that would just ruin everything we've built up since we broke up, because since we broke up it kind of was rough at first. We weren't talking, and then we were just angry at each other, and then all these emotions just swarmed, and now we're finally good. We're just kind of I'll tell him oh, hey, I have this doctor's appointment here, and he'll just be okay, let me know how it goes. It's just strictly kind of a friendship surrounding the baby, and it's really nice actually. So, but that's what I want to keep it at. I don't want to try again knowing it was really bad the first time and ruin our co-parenting for the baby. So that's where I'm at with him currently. So the moving portion of it all is probably the hardest part.
I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry, I feel bad. But anyways,
the other hard part about being pregnant so young is that you can't do a lot of stuff until you're 18. I can go to my OBGYN by myself and do all my doctor's stuff by myself, because the OBGYN is different though, legally with age, so you don't have to be 18 to go by yourself, or you have to have a parent or whatever. If you're under 18, you can go by yourself if you're above a certain age, and sometimes they're different. I think in New York it was 12 and here it's 13 or whatever, but it's right around that early teenage years. So if you are someone who thinks they should go get checked out with the OBGYN or whatever, the one thing I would have to say though is that I did have a copy of my insurance, which was nice. So it helped me, so I didn't have to worry about that by myself. But if you don't feel comfortable with that, then you can just go and talk to them and see what other ways you can get help, financially. So there's always that. So on the flip side though, everyone always thinks of when you're 17, it's just a negative thing. So instead of everyone being oh, congrats, a lot of people are oh wow, that's gotta be hard, isn't it? That's the first thing people say is oh wow, instead of oh, congrats. It's definitely a lot different. People just instantly judge you just for your age. So if I had told people I was 21 or whatever, I don't think I look 21, but anyways, if I said that, then people might be oh wow, congrats. There would be that weird in between. I feel people just have such a perspective that you should be older to be a good mom. And a lot of the times that I see teenagers becoming pregnant, they don't realize what they're getting into. I know I didn't know everything, but there's definitely a plus to being a little bit older, but I don't always think that's the case. I think that there are many teen moms who do a really good job, and there's many older moms who who don't. On the financial aspect, though, that's probably true, that it would be better financially to be older. But at the same time, there's so many people who are older and still can't. There is a lot of hard stuff, though, that I would say would be easier if I was older. So there is, like, there's that. But, like, I can't get my own apartment at some places till I'm 18. But luckily, I will be 18 in May, which is, like, a month away. So I will be able to get an apartment and everything before the baby comes. But I know if you are a teen mom, you always have to think about that stuff. And it is hard because, like, being a minor, there's certain things that you can't do. Even working. I can't work over a certain amount of hours at work. Or if I work a certain amount of hours, I do have to take, like, a longer break. Stuff like that. So it does hurt me financially just being a minor. But the good stuff is that, like, since I'm being younger, I do have a lot of help. There's so many programs out there for teen moms. There's so many, even Facebook groups. I'm in this one for pregnant, expecting moms or current moms. So there's always support, whether it is on social media, whether it be your family, or just a program, because they do have, like, local groups that you can go and join, or other teen moms you can message, stuff like that. Like, there's always a way that you can get support, whether it be financially, just emotionally, if you want to talk to somebody. I know my OBGYN, there's always a way for me to get a hold of somebody if I need help like that, if I ever feel emotional where I need to talk to somebody, because depression is a side of, like, it's a symptom of being pregnant. It does happen to a lot of women. So there's a lot of support there. Another good thing about being pregnant is that my health risk isn't as high being so young. I'm not at a high risk pregnancy. So I know that's a positive. It's not something like you should be like, oh yeah, I'm going to get pregnant young because of that. But, like, it is a positive. But on the responsibility aspect of all of it, there is a lot that goes into it, from just the bills at the OBGYN that I have to pay for. The bills from, like, the ER. You have to get insurance on the baby so that when it's born, it'll have insurance for the hospital bills of giving birth. There's stuff just simple stuff, like you have to take your prenatals every day. You have to, you can't shower or take a bath at a certain temperature, because if your body gets over a certain temperature, it's not good for the baby. Obviously you have to have a job to support it. But just being 17 and pregnant overall is hard. Thank goodness I have my mom and my grandma, who were both teen moms as well. My grandma was 18 when she had her first, and my mom was 19 when she had me. So they kind of know what I'm going through, and they can kind of talk me through it and talk to me about, like, how they understand and how they can relate. So that's really good on that, like, that part, because it would be harder if my mom wasn't a teen mom. I think a little bit, just in a way, because she wouldn't be able to understand how stressful it is besides just being pregnant, because being pregnant alone is stressful, but being a teen mom by yourself is stressful. But there's always fun stuff that comes along with it. It's like, I don't know if you can see this box. It's for my gender reveal. I'm gonna decorate that. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'll probably make a video of that tomorrow. So if you want to watch, subscribe. And then just overall, the best part is just knowing that I'm creating a life, and that I'm going to have a baby soon, whether it be a boy or girl. I'm going to have a son or daughter that will always be in my life. Just little things from, like, feeling them kick, or like turn my stomach, or, you know, just taking the pictures and seeing my stomach grow. There's just good stuff like that, that even if you are young, you can still enjoy it. It is scary when you are young, but you should still enjoy it. And there's just a lot that comes with it that I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to get so many people messaging me about how I found out, or, you know, they think they're pregnant and like they don't know what to do or how to tell their parents or stuff like that. So I'm going to make another video that goes along with all of that stuff about if you think you're pregnant, what your next step should be. If you don't know how to tell your parents, here are some ideas, stuff like that. So if you want to watch that, I'll probably upload that. It probably won't be my next video, but it will be kind of soon. So if you have any more questions, because I'm sure I missed something one way or another, please comment below any questions, and I'll get back to you on them probably fairly quickly. So hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and leave comments, and thanks for watching.